into the online broadcast network, AfterBuzz TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AfterBuzz TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing after-shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows. Interviewing celebrities and showrunners. And bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Baby, now we got bad blood. You know we used to be mad love. So take a look what you've done.
That's the remix.
Cause baby, now we got bad blood. Hey.
Ooh, what's up, After Buzzers? Welcome to your Rich Kids of Beverly Hills After Show. Episode 3, hashtag Ring On It. I'm your host, Christina Kaplan. I'm joined by...
Johnny Drewbell.
Yeah, so excited. He's my co-host tonight.
Yes.
You're always a special guest, but tonight I think...
I'm co-hosting.
Yeah, you're co-hosting. You stepped it up.
Thank you.
You know?
Yes, trying, baby, trying.
Yes. So, okay, tell them where they can find you on Twitter.
At Johnny Drewbell on Twitter and Johnny Drewbell on Instagram.
Yes. So, also, I'm on Instagram and Twitter at Tina Cap. So,
yes.
Tweet us if you have any questions. And also, we love hearing from you. So keep on sending your tweets, your comments. We read all of them. And don't miss the chance to take our very important listener survey at podcast1.com. Your responses will help us to make the show better. And you know what I mean? It will take about 3 minutes of your time. You'll get the instant gratification that comes to knowing that you helped us out. So take the survey, podcast1.com. That's podcast1.com. And keep those tweets coming.
Yes.
All right, Johnny. So this was a very much anticipated episode
Very
for
big
us
episode.
because Brendan and Morgan got engaged.
Very exciting.
So exciting.
And it was so real. That's what I loved about it. It was
Yes.
so great. None of us knew it was happening.
Well, yeah, that's what you told me, that
None
they
of us.
kind of, Brendan told him, this is what I'm doing, you
This is
better
what I'm
be
doing,
there.
and you guys want the cameras to be there. Great, perfect. And I was like, bam, there they go. And then we all found out, the cast found out that night.
Really?
Morgan
At
called
10 p.m.?
At 10 p.m. Morgan called me after it happened. They FaceTimed me, and she was like, look at my ring! And she had like there were a bottle of wine in. They were just like living life, having fun. It was great. It was really cute.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell that her reaction, you can't fake that. She was genuinely surprised.
So cute.
It was... I mean, he did such a good job planning it too. I know it was funny because she was like so stoked about the OK cover shoot.
Wait, I'm not gonna be okay. I could not. I was just like, oh my god. Oh
He's
my
like,
god.
no, you just got engaged.
Yeah.
Like,
It was so cute.
Yeah.
It was special to see as a friend coming back, and obviously as a viewer, I love watching it. And sorry, I'm sweating in here because the air conditioning is broken and we're in the valley and it's 100 degrees outside, so it's awesome.
Johnny's a Spitzer.
I'm a Schwitzer. Brennan will know. Brennan knows.
Yeah, no, it was great. And it was perfect because she had no idea, and they were able to kind of dress her in the white dress.
Oh,
she had her
amazing.
makeup done all beautiful.
She's fantastic.
Yeah, she looked great.
She always looks really good.
Yeah, she does.
Always looks really good.
I know. So that was the highlight, I think, of just, I think, all seasons. Like, because even in the beginning, when, you know, we first got to know Brendan and Morgan, like, she was always hinting at him that she wanted to get married. And
I think, honestly, viewers love to see that kind of stuff. It's a monumental moment. You know, it's a life-changing moment, and to see it so honest and so real and so untouched is beautiful. And I think that, you know, viewers felt like they were there. I felt like I was there.
Yeah.
You know, when they were panning in from the top, I felt like I was fucking Superman coming in, coming down, like, yes! It was great.
I legit teared up.
It was great. It was really, really cute.
Yeah,
really,
it was.
really cute.
And I liked how he, you know, kept it traditional and went to talk to her mom.
And I loved that because I was like Susan, and then I was like, I know Susan loves Brendan. I'm like, cliffhanger, bum bum bum. Like, do I not know something? Like, what happened? Of course, she was like, no, I'm totally fine with it.
I know they edited it great for that.
It was very, very good. I'm sweating like a fucking whore in church. Sorry about that, guys. Oh God. There it is.
It's all right. Just
you know when you get nervous about sweating? Now I'm like sweating because I'm sweating.
because you think about it, you're like, oh my
I call
God.
it silly sweat.
Yeah.
We get so sweaty for no fucking reason, but it is hot in here, so I'll take it.
I always sweat a lot too, and it frustrates me. Like, I'm actually fine right now, which is surprising because I usually am the first one to sweat, especially then. Exactly what you said. Like, then I start thinking about it.
Well, it's between Brendan and I. When we go on like interviews and stuff like that, Brendan's like, okay, I'm like, oh my God, you are really sweaty. And then I'll start like, should I be warm? And then Morgan's like, God damn it, you guys chill the fuck out.
Yeah, it's silly sweats right now.
Yeah.
But, okay, so let's talk about the ring. You said you helped with that?
Okay, so Brendan, I actually see out of the cast, I see Brendan probably the most. We work out together. I see him all the time in the mornings. Like, we're up early. You know, everyone else kind of sleeps in. We work, so I get it. And, on the way to the gym once, he was like, listen, like, you can't tell anyone, like, I'm going to propose to Morgan, like, I need help with the ring. And I was like, oh my God, whatever. So I helped him pick up the ring and blah, blah. And I think he hit the money. Yeah. He showed me pictures of it. I like this one the most. And he's like, yeah, I like that one the most too. I was like, perfect, do that one. That's what she loved it. I mean, it's 4.5 carats.
Yeah, I mean.
Who wouldn't love that?
Who wouldn't love
that?
A measly 4.5. What was Kim's, like, 6 or something crazy like that?
I mean,
that's pretty close, but that's pretty close.
Oh, she's winning.
Yeah, and I love how Brendan even made the comment like, yeah, I have to put the ring on her finger because Kanye didn't put it on Kim's finger and I heard about it for 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't even know what to say to that.
Because I didn't notice that, but I apparently Morgan did. And
Morgan knows everything. Are you joking? She'd be sitting right here being like, oh, what are you guys doing? That's Morgan.
Yeah.
That's Morgan.
That's good.
But she was so happy. It was so cute to see her like that. And, you know, I knew it was, like, I knew she was genuinely surprised and had no idea when he walked out and she goes, is everything okay?
Yeah.
And she thought, I mean, for a second I was like, what's going on right now? You know what I mean? She was genuinely like, she was surprised. It was so nice to see. I loved it.
I know.
Oh my God.
It was exciting.
Cute couple. It's fun to see good, genuine people. I need to bring this back. It's fun to see good, genuine people together.
Yeah.
And like getting together. And like, I think it's very cute to see him talking about how he wants to have kids with her. And like, you know what I mean? Like, doesn't want, like, it's not like that won't end to the day they die. And I genuinely believe that. I see that happening.
Yeah. And it's like, I think was talking about this last week. They're such a good, like, they're both such good role models for the modern relationship. Like, they both care so much about each other. They're dedicated to each other, you know, and in our day and age, so to speak, I feel like people don't really care as much to be in a relationship. It's always about finding the next best thing. And
you
it's
hit the nail on the head with that. I think everyone's, especially in the gay community, everyone's always looking, and probably in the straight community, everyone's looking for the next best thing. And
but it's LA. It's not everywhere.
Oh
it's
God, it's
only
so
here.
LA. What is it about us?
It's because there's so many gorgeous people around that I feel like people are like tempted. They're like, oh, well, maybe I have a chance with that person. Like, I've been with her or been with him for a couple months, so...
And we all kind of have ADD.
Yes.
We're all trying to move on to the next thing and do the next thing and trying to, you know, like, everyone's looking for the next job, the next thing.
Yeah.
I think if you have something like that... And honestly, I knew them before they were together. I've known them forever, you know what I mean? And when I heard they got together, I texted, I was like, you guys together? And they were like,
How did they actually start? Because they were friends before, right?
We've been friends. I've known actually Brendan the longest, and then... He was dating someone else at the time, and they broke up, so he was single for a minute. And then I found out they were together, so they were set up a couple of times, and it just never worked out. And so finally, they just had breakfast together, I think, randomly. And then it went from breakfast to breakfast the next day. I was like, well, you want to get lunch?
Yeah.
And it just works. You know, relationship just works.
Yeah.
It works. And everyone's always like, oh my God, Morgan's so over the top and outrageous and loud. Get them in a room together by yourself. Brendan's just as over the top.
Really?
Oh my God, Jess. He looks all nerdy and cute, and you know what I mean? Oh my God, it's so entertaining.
That's
he's
awesome.
So entertaining.
Well, hopefully we
I want a man like Brendan.
That. I know.
Who's giving me my 4 carats?
Who doesn't want a man like Brendan? That's what I'm trying to say. Like,
lesbian.
Okay, yeah.
Well, you never know now.
Yeah.
You never know.
Maybe he might have changed him over.
I can't keep up right now.
No, when I first started watching the show, I was like, dang it, like, why does he have to be taken? He's so perfect.
Oh,
like, he's just a sweetheart, and he's like,
he has a big
not
dick.
like, oh my God, okay.
I'm about to get fired. No.
Okay, now I just like him even more.
Oh, I know, right? Sorry, Morgan.
So great. So yeah, he really is the perfect man, apparently.
Oh yeah, he is. He's the what is that thing called, like the modern man or something?
The modern man.
I don't know what it's called, but he's the perfect. You know what he is? He's just a genuinely nice person.
Yeah, he seems like that.
And people in LA, you know, I think there's some crazy people out here. He is like just he's I've known him forever. He's just a good guy. I tell him a lot of things, and like we're very like he's a good friend. Very good friend.
See, that's another thing that's hard with LA and everywhere, but everyone kind of has like ulterior motives. They want to like, what can I get from you? It's not like, it's hard to find genuine friendship and genuine people nowadays. So to see somebody like that, for a viewer, to see somebody like that on TV that grew up well off, that could very well be the complete opposite of what he is. It's really nice. And that's the same thing. Well, I feel like all of you guys are super relatable.
Oh yeah. Everyone always thinks we're like, everyone the best part about us is like, I wanted to hate you, but you're actually kind of fun. I'm like, well, thank you. Like, at that point, that's a compliment for me at this point. Because it's so funny, because we started out, our first show was, we did Bethany, and as a cast, I mean, like, she wasn't the problem, that her audience was just not nice to us. And they ripped us apart. They were said, you guys are disgusting, horrible. Get in line, honey. I've heard it 100 times.
Wow.
You know what I mean? But everyone's always so surprised at how nice we are, and I think that, I don't know. I think they were, not to toot our own horns, I think we're genuinely good people. Yeah. We really are. And I can say that about every single person, although I don't like some of the people in the cast right now. I can say every single person in our cast is genuinely a good person.
And you can see that while watching the show. Everyone has their moments, of course, but you can tell that for
those
the
moments they're coming.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Everyone's like, what's the difference this season? I was like, well, all right, this is like first and second season on like a crazy bender. Like, that is what this season is. And you wake up and you're like, what just happened?
Yeah.
Like, that's what it is.
I can't
That's
wait.
What it is. Yeah, it's
already next episode looks like there's some really juicy stuff.
Well, Bobby, Bobby comes around more, and him and Taylor, I don't even know, like, I like to use the term going steady.
Well, we saw their first date tonight, or their first official date on the show. And I even asked you, because she posted that Instagram photo of, what is it, infinite love for this one? And I'm like, okay, how long had they been dating? That's like a little weird, but...
They had been dating, the time span is confusing to me when they started, everything like that. But I want to say at that point they'd been dating for a good month and a half. And I think that Taylor, again, I love her. She's, kind of like a live and let live, like flower, hippie child. Yeah. I love everything. You know what I mean? She falls in love very, very quickly. And I'm the same way. You know what I mean? I'll fall in love with someone I meet at the gym. Yeah. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to marry him. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, that's in my head. I'm not like, I want to fuck him. I want to marry him.
I totally do that too. I'm like, oh my God, our babies would be so beautiful.
Right? So I get the infinite love thing. She probably, I think she genuinely has I know now she definitely has serious feelings for this person. Yeah, serious feelings.
Interesting.
And he's an interesting character. What do you think of him?
I can't decide. I remember last week I told you guys that to me he kind of feels like the quote unquote douchebag guy that you find at
what was that line he did? Sorry to interrupt you. Remember that line? He was like, tonight? I love, no one's told me that. No, at the Bahamas. It was so funny. We both looked at each other and we were watching together, and I was just like,
yeah, whatever he said was something very cheesy, and like a lot of girls, like I said this last week, a lot of girls fall for that and they're like, oh, it's so sweet. But it's like he probably is talking to and telling 5 other girls the same thing. And that's another problem with,
Well, I think that actually it's interesting is that I have a very weird take on Bobby, and I'm very open about my feelings for him. I tell him this to his face. I have no problem saying it. I think that he genuinely means well, and I think I said that last time. He's just very confused. And I don't know what he's confused about, but not sexually. He's straight. Like, he likes women. Give you that, Bobby. But he's very confused, and I don't know what about, and it makes it uncomfortable almost to be around.
Well, I feel like he just started or just opened up the Blind Dragon, right? And it's like a very popular bar lounge.
He is very successful in the clubs that he opens. I know that. So
imagine trying to be in a steady relationship when, if you're an owner of a bar or a popular club like that, there's tons of girls in LA that are going to throw themselves at him. So I think that might be why he's confused, because he's still young. So he's maybe not at the point where he wants to like settle down. So it's like hard. And that's what I feel like with like any kind of celebrity. It's hard to like, there only comes a point where you can...
Is Bobby the celebrity?
Well...
Oh my God.
No, but...
That term is used too loosely at this point.
No, okay. You know what I mean.
I know what you mean. And
I think that might be the confusion for him.
Yeah, but I also think it's interesting. I think that, course, I do not judge him for like. I think that as young as he actually is an older soul. Because again, I personally am confused about him. Because again, I know he means well. I don't know what it is about him. I've sat down and have interesting conversations with him. Great conversations. He gives great advice sometimes. But then I'm like, you know what? I actually love Bobby. And the next day, here he's done something. I'm like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like, you'll see. I mean, his relationship with Taylor is just totally batshit all over the place. Like, I don't know left from right with that whole thing. But it's an interesting, that'll pan out.
Yeah, see, it's kind of hard for me to like really come to a conclusion about him or even Taylor because they're brand new to the show. So,
do you want me to give you my conclusions?
Yeah, of course.
My conclusions. I think Taylor. When I heard Taylor was joining the cast, I was the only one that did not know her. And so I went into it just open mind because I'm not the kind of, I actually don't like, I hate when reality shows are just bitches to new people because they're new people.
Yes.
Ugh, can't
All the
stand
Real
that
Housewives
shit.
do that.
Oh my God, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
If you are comfortable as a housewife or whatever, you should not be threatened by someone new.
Right.
You know what I mean? I was so excited. And she's proven to be a great cast member. A great friend. I hang out with her so much more than I hang out with a lot of other people in the cast. I have she's a genuinely good person. She's like peace flower, make no waves. You know what I mean? She's very nice and like I like that. It's good to have around. Bobby, I don't think personally we mesh, and we kind of get into it later. So you'll have to watch that, of course. You can't have a season without me yelling at someone.
Of course.
Obviously.
Of course.
Because I'm the dramatic one. Oh God. Come on now. You know me at this point.
Yes, we
All
do.
I do is schwitz. I just sit there and schwitz.
Yeah.
How could I be dramatic?
And then you're just mad because you're switch dating. So
Oh my
you
God.
just gotta
Here
like
it goes
take it
again.
out on somebody.
Here it goes again.
Seriously. So, okay. Speaking of taking it out on someone, dance battle. Are you
Yes.
into dance battles?
I am into dance battles. How do I put this lightly? I'm more of a free-flowing dancer rather than kind of like a come at me, I'm a choreographer dancer.
Yeah.
Are you a dancer?
I actually did ballet from 3 till 13.
Fun.
And I was on point and everything, and like I loved it, but then I had to decide between dance and volleyball, and I ended up choosing volleyball, which
Good choice.
Yeah, it was super fun. But the reason I brought that up is because ABC's newest competition special is called Dance Battle.
Fuck
And
yes.
it's from our very own AfterBuzz founder and host Maria Menounos,
Love
who we
me
love
some
so
Maria.
much.
Yes.
And Julianne Hough, who was on Dancing with the
Love
Stars.
her. Very sweet.
So they have a special called Dance Battle America. During the holiday seasons, I'm sure some of you have seen these. I was telling Johnny about it earlier. Everyone was posting Maria, Kate Hudson, Amber Riley, Julianne Hough, and many other celebrities were posting these dance battle videos and, going back and forth. A lot of our AfterBuzzers were in some of Maria's videos. They were hilarious. So now ladies are challenging everyone in America to battle it out for the chance to fly to LA and compete on the dance show. How
Fun.
exciting is that?
I'll take a trip to LA.
So here's the opportunity of a lifetime. If you want the chance to dance on network television, go to www.dancebattleamericacasting.com for more information and how to submit your video. And don't forget to also post it on social media using hashtag DanceBattleABC.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Wait, can I audition?
Totally.
Really?
Yeah. You and all the rest of the cast
Could you
should do
imagine
one.
what would be me and EJ in the front, obviously.
Yes.
And then they could be backup dancers.
Yeah.
That's what we need. I mean, how could we not win that?
I think you
And
have...
EJ's new svelte physique.
Yes.
Like,
he
good
looks-
God, he can get down.
He wasn't in the episode at all this tonight.
Because this episode was all about the proposal.
Yeah.
I was getting a lot of tweets being like, where are you guys? I was just like,
I know.
girl,
You only had the massage. Or
let
what
them
were you
have,
getting?
let them
A
have
facial
their moment.
or
I was getting
something?
some kind of weird facial, and I was so goddamn oily after that facial. I'm not even joking. I got up and I was like, I feel great. And then Dorothy's like, what happened to your face? And I'm like, what do you mean? I looked in the mirror. I'm like, ah! And the cameras are still on me. I'm like, oh my God.
That is so funny.
I ran to the. I really had to wash my face.
wipe
Well,
it off.
because my dermatologist was like he's like, don't let anyone else touch your face. He's just like a crazy dermatologist in like Beverly
Yeah.
Hills. So I was like,
You're like, what
oh my
happened to
God.
me?
Oh my God, too much.
That's funny. Yeah.
Well, then
yeah.
Roxy's boyfriend was introduced.
Yes, that's what I was just
this
going to bring up.
episode.
It was, we got like a flash of him. We didn't really get to see too much of him or hear too much about him, but he showed up to the Soul Cycle spinning charity event for Crohn's disease, which her sister has, which my aunt actually has. It's a horrible disease. I feel
disease.
really bad because, you really have to be super strict on your medicine and your diet, especially. I know my aunt, sometimes she'll splurge on something and it ends up doesn't feel well.
And honestly, it runs in her family, and I'm close to their family, and they, some of them have to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
It's really intense. It's a really intense disease, and I think that I was, first of all, who in LA doesn't love to spin?
Yeah, of course.
Who doesn't like to help other people? And you can go and be with your friends.
Yeah.
It was the perfect thing. I think it was a great event. I'm happy Nick showed up. I've known Nick for quite a while now, and again, you'll see and hear more about him later in the season.
Okay, so what do you think of him then? Do you like him with Roxy?
I always say if Roxy's happy, I'm happy. I'm not the kind of person that's gonna be like, you shouldn't date this person, you shouldn't date that person.
Right.
He's personally never done anything bad to me. And I'm the kind of person that, gives everyone a chance, and I think that he's been nothing but nice to me, so I like him. I don't know him that well though. Yeah. I don't. Again, he has his own listen, this kid has his own friends. He, runs a business. Like, he's doing his own thing.
So yeah, what does he do?
He works for he owns what's it called on Rodeo? What is that? Oh my God. My God, why am I blanking? It's that big yellow. They always have like a Ferrari out front. That's his car.
I wish I could say I frequented Rodeo often, but I don't.
I don't frequent Rodeo. That place is a disaster. Parking there is a bitch.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Oh no, God,
unless
no.
you have a yellow Ferrari, apparently.
Or you're Dorothy Wang vowing at Chanel.
Yeah.
Which
happens
me up,
all
honey.
the time.
I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
Let's do it. I'm ready to go. I don't know why I'm blanking, but he owns. Oh my God, I don't know why.
Is it a clothing store?
They make personalized suits.
Oh wow,
yes.
That's interesting.
Yes.
Very cool.
Now I'm like crazy. I feel like I'm going crazy.
Why?
I'll remember by the end of it. And I'll shout it out. Like, oh yeah, what's this?
Yeah.
When you blank. But yeah, I think he's sexy.
Yeah. He's cute.
Oh, he's a swag.
And they look cute. They look cute together. You know how I feel like sometimes people don't look like they go together. Like some relationships, I'm like, yeah, they might really like each other, but they just don't look like they go together. But they look cute together.
And she's just happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when I'm around her, you can just tell that he makes her happy. So it's like, fuck it. If your friend's happy, I'm happy. You know what I mean? I don't like that shit when everyone's like, you shouldn't date this person.
Yeah.
Why? Why? What
yeah.
something to do with me?
I'm
not getting in bed with you.
I know.
Are you?
And especially if I feel like more often than not, if you tell someone, oh, Johnny, don't date that person, then it's going to be like, well, screw you. I'm going to date him anyways because you said that.
Well, here's the deal. If you tell me not to do something, I'll do it.
Yeah.
I am that person.
I know. And a lot of people are like that, especially in relationships. It's like, who are you to tell me who I can and cannot date? Because you said that. Like my parents.
You're not paying my bills. So
my
why are you telling me
parents
what to do?
hated most of my boyfriends.
Oh, you're that girl. You're that girl. You dated all those boys and your parents. Oh my God. Yes. We all have that friend.
No.
I'm joking.
Only a couple
What's your
of them.
type?
Well, to be honest, I mean, you already know I'm a sports girl. So
I love that. It's really sexy. I think it's for straight guys. It's very sexy when a good-looking, pretty girl loves sports.
Thank you.
And you do You do the AfterBuzz for sports. Don't you?
I do Monday Night Football and Hard Knocks, and we just started Dodgers Wrap 360, and there's also a Red Sox Wrap 360. So check it out.
That is one you will never see me on.
Yeah.
I would just sit there and try to flirt with the guys that are talking about it.
Yeah.
Like, hey, yeah.
Like, wow, you know,
totally.
You know a lot about sports.
That's hot.
Yeah, no, I always get told that. Like, they're always like, oh my God, you're like the perfect girl. Because my cousin, I live with my cousin and his family right now. And he came home from work one day and I was watching his kids. They were asleep. And I was watching SportsCenter and he's like, wow, you're every dude's dream. Like, like, how are you single? I'm like,
it's LA.
Yeah, it's LA. That's exactly why.
It's LA.
But I like athletes. Like I like guys that can play sports because I like to play. Even though I played volleyball growing up, but I never played basketball or baseball or softball or football, obviously. But I like to play. I like to compete. So
of course.
I want someone that, is active and likes to do that. And like kind of like you have to be taller than me. If I wear my highest heels even if I have like short heels on and I'm taller than you, then that makes me feel like I'm the dude in the relationship.
When I put my heels on, you better be taller than me.
Right?
I'm going out in the town.
And you can't be skinnier than me.
No. See, I've
dated a guy that was 6'7", so he was very skinny.
Oh my God, he's really skinny.
He was 6'7", 185. Like
he needs to make a good 220 at that point.
he would eat everything in sight and
couldn't
wouldn't gain weight. So there.
I'll be honest, I don't feel bad
So
for him.
he and
I don't feel bad
I
for
know.
him.
So
I don't. I
he
can't
would
feel
eat
bad
a
for
lot
those
of
people.
Yeah, so he'd eat a lot of food. Obviously, I'm his girlfriend, so I'm gonna eat the food too. So I ended up gaining weight.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, that
why?
happens. Yeah, it's like sympathy weight.
Yes.
I've been there. Oh my God, don't get me started with weight loss.
So,
it's so bad.
Yeah, so that's very important for me. Like I want
like
you
a
to
hunk.
Yeah.
Like a girthy man.
But-
Well, I've been saying fat is where it's at for years.
Yeah, well, I mean, not like obese, but like I want a guy that's
Fuck it. They'll sit there and fuck you all night. Who gives a shit? They have nothing else to do.
Did you hear about it's some new study that just came out that said that skinny guys can only last in the bedroom on an average of like a minute and a half. Fat guys last like 7.5 to 8 minutes.
Why is that? Because of the circulation of the penis?
I don't know.
Can we Google that?
Wait, you're saying fat guys last longer?
Yes, that is what they said. That's
As a
the
former
study.
fat guy, I can tell you right now that's a lie.
Yeah, I used to be morbidly obese, and I can tell you right now, I last pretty much the same, except I might be a little bit longer now, only because I have more like stamina and I'm older.
Well, what if I don't want to get I
No,
can't
do
get
it.
into all of
Oh,
this.
we can't talk about it?
I don't know. Can
get fired?
Steven, can we?
Is it on topic or no?
Well,
We're like
it's
so
on
off topic at this point. Like,
Let's get back on topic. Thank
topic,
you.
sorry.
Thanks, Steven. Anyways, but yeah, so
Well, speaking of lasting long, I'm very happy for Morgan and Brendan.
Yes,
I
they're
hope
gonna last
They're going
forever.
to last for a very long time. Yes. Very long time. Should we see if anyone tweeted us?
Yeah, let's check out any fan tweets.
Fan tweets. I tweeted a while ago.
Because I'm
asking
sure
people to
you
tweet
had a
in.
lot.
Let's see.
Oh, I loved when Roxy was like, I will never take a shit around any of my boyfriends. Like,
Will you?
well, not when they're like close by, but if they're like in the other room and I'm like, we've been together for 3 years or something, I'll be like, just stay in here.
I have a friend that has dated this guy for probably 3 years. She'll shit when he's in the bathroom.
Really? Oh,
I'm
that's
like-
gross.
That's nasty. And
Yeah.
I'll be in there too. I'm like, well, she's like, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
to me, I was just like, oh my God.
That's gross. Like even my best girlfriend that like we talk about and do the weirdest stuff, but like she and I would never like that's like just crossing the line. I
Oh yeah,
feel
no,
like.
that's too. And well, look at it if you're comfortable with them. I mean, I'm like,
Yeah.
let's not have diarrhea in front of your boyfriend. Like, you know,
God.
let's not go to Indian food and have a good evening. You know what I mean? Like if it's if it's a coffee shit. We all have them. Like, I'm not the only person running from Starbucks running home. That's not happening.
Yes, usually I go to Starbucks when I need a little help, you know?
Oh my God, of course, a little push out. Done. So there's
No,
Starbucks or
I've-
CVS. Take it.
I've totally used the shower trick like a million times, so it works like a charm.
Yes, but does it? Because it's interesting you said that is because I've used that trick and I know I'm like you accidentally slam the toilet seat. You're like, fuck.
I don't care if they hear me flush a toilet. All I care is that it doesn't smell bad when I get out.
One time, okay, I'm gonna say something really funny. The one time I did that, I was on a trip with one of my boyfriends, and we were in San Francisco, and I did that trick, but the seat slammed.
Oh.
So what I did was I took everything and I threw it off the counter like I had fallen out of the shower.
You went to
And
that
he's like,
extreme.
he's like, everything okay? I was like, yeah, it's totally fine. And it smelled like shit. I'm like, oh my God. It was like one of our first trips together. Like I was mortified.
Oh my
If
God.
you're gonna do it, just do it big.
Great.
Do
Yeah.
it big.
No, but Roxy's quote, which I was trying to get at, is she's like, girls don't do that. They sparkle.
It's true. Ladies do sparkle.
Yes.
Let's ask Roxy. Roxy, if you're watching, what do gays do?
Does she know?
Oh, she'll come up with something fantastic
Yeah.
to say. Roxy's a gay man trapped in a female's body.
She's going to come on in
Yes,
a few
she
weeks.
is. Yes, she
Yeah.
is. I think Taylor's coming.
Yes.
Yes. You guys have a good lineup.
Yes. The only person I haven't heard from EJ's publicist yet, but
Yeah.
I'm going to follow up because I definitely want to get him
He would be
on.
fantastic to have in. Fantastic
Especially
to have in.
because he's like a new person now. He looks so good. I just need to exploit his
he looks fantastic.
beautifulness.
I'm very happy for him because losing weight is a bitch.
Yeah.
And like we're not really getting along right now, but I think that he has done a lot of hard work and he deserves all the success in the world.
But didn't you have weight problems when you were younger?
Yeah, I had the lap band put in when I was 18. I lost over 150 pounds.
Wow.
With the lap band.
And
yeah.
you've been fine keeping it off ever
Yeah,
since?
I had, and it's funny as everyone says, like, why were you so angry last season? Well, last season was when I had 2 emergency surgeries, my grandpa died, and I had my lap band taken out all in a matter of filming.
Oh my gosh.
So that's why I was having a really
yeah,
shitty time.
see, and people don't know that, so
No.
they just jump to conclusions.
No, they jumped to conclusions. So I was, it was a hard period of time, but like, what scared me is that every single doctor says that you will, if you take your lap band out or, you know, have something reversed when it comes to bariatric surgery, that you will gain all your weight back. And so when a doctor tells you that, and you have to have it taken out, you're like,
that's scary.
it's scary as shit. You know what I mean? It's
So
scary
why
to go back to it.
did you have to take it out because
Mine
of
was
medical
actually
reasons?
mine actually. We'll talk about it in a minute. Mine actually ended up slipping, and then it basically my stomach it caused to have a massive hernia the size of baseball.
Oh, no.
And my stomach actually ended up going into my chest, so I had emergency surgery to
How
take my stomach
bad
back
did
down.
that hurt?
It was painful. I had severe acid reflux. Like I couldn't sleep. It was painful, and like a lot of like indigestion problems. It was just horrible. It was horrible.
Well, you're better now.
Better now, and just keeping the weight off without it.
Good. Well, I know you signed up for all the Berries boot camps this week.
It's Pride next week.
So obviously you're going to be shirtless, right?
I'm so excited it's Pride next week. You don't even know.
I'm excited, but I'm not excited for the traffic that's going to happen.
The traffic will be because of me.
Yeah.
You want to know what? For once, it should be about me. For once, it should be. And I'm excited because I'm doing Brandy Glanville on Friday. Yeah, I'm doing her podcast on Friday, and then I go straight to Pride festivities.
So, okay, I've actually never been to a Pride fest. So what exactly are you going to be doing? Like, I know everyone like dresses up all
Yes, and actually
glamorous.
I'm hosting a big roller skating party.
What?
You're more than welcome to come. Yes, I'm hosting it with Luke Nero. He's a big promoter in West Hollywood, and it's actually the biggest after party for Pride. So after the parade is done, everyone goes to like this massive strip down San Vicente in between Melrose and Santa Monica.
Oh my God.
And he has rented out the park and turns the park into a roller rink. And I mean, listen.
Oh my gosh.
It's shirtless gays who have been drinking on roller skates.
That sounds amazing.
It's a recipe for disaster, and I cannot wait to watch and just take tons of photos.
Yes.
It'll be fun though. It's Saturday and Sunday. I will be there Sunday.
Cool.
So yeah, I'm hosting the event. That'll be fun. So I'll be doing that. I have it's a social event.
Yeah.
I have two parties Friday. I have 2 parties Saturday, and then I have the parade, and then I have this event.
Nice.
Yeah. You've never been to Pride?
No.
It's a lot of everything.
And I grew up in Long Beach, so we had
How
Pride.
the hell did you not go to Pride? It's a massive Pride down there. It's so fun down there.
See, but I grew up near the college, so I didn't live near downtown.
Okay.
But yeah, I've never been.
Yeah,
but
what I
feel
like about
should.
Pride is it's a lot of amazing people from all different walks of life, but they're there just to support and promote equality and
Yeah.
the LGBT community. It's celebration.
Yeah.
So it is. And that's what I love about the LGBT community is that we accept everyone from every walk of life, and name me one other community that does that.
Yeah, that's very true.
No religion, no ethnic group, nothing.
Nope.
So it's amazing.
It is.
Again, we're off
definitely.
topic. Well, going back to Roxy, she is a gay man trapped in a female's body.
Yeah. That's
She's
amazing.
fantastic. You should come. Pride's hilarious. It's
I want
awesome.
to.
It's so fun. A lot of great looking shirtless guys.
Really?
And a lot of
See, but then
interesting
it's
body
gonna,
types.
But it's gonna be like a tease to me because I'm gonna be like, oh my god, he's so hot, but he's
honey.
gay and he's not gonna want me.
give a queen a hit of meth, he'll do whatever the fuck you want him
my
to do. Sorry.
I have no idea where to get meth, so that's
Honestly,
not
I
gonna
have
help.
no idea either, but let me tell you something. I might be at Pride. We're just putting it out there and being honest.
Anyways, what? Do you have any Twitter questions?
I can't say things. That's why. Thank God they edit me. They edit me down.
Well, you're not edited here.
I know. I'm
so-
sorry about that. I'm done. I'm not going to say anything. Funny enough, because I can't pronounce any of these names. I love your Twitter names; they're hilarious. But who are you seeing? That is interesting. You'll see.
Oh, like who are you dating?
Who am I? Who are you seeing? So I assume that's who you're dating. I'm actually. You'll see my love life pan out in a very exciting way this season. Yes.
Wow, I can't wait.
That's funny.
Because we've never seen you date
No,
anyone.
you've seen me go on horrible dates.
Yes.
Past season with that freak from Grindr.
Yes,
Again, I'm saying it again.
yes.
He said it was from Tinder. No, it wasn't. It was from Grindr. Sorry. I'm not. I don't lie.
Yeah.
There's no point in lying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was. It's a great season for me with love.
Good.
Well, yeah, you'll see. Just see. What
Oh,
else?
I can't wait.
I can pronounce this one. Beat follower. Love you, Beat follower or Beat fan. Did you have any idea Brendan was going to propose to Morgan? Yes, I did. I knew about it actually about 4 or 5 months before. He put a lot. Honestly, that kid put a lot of work into finding this ring.
But you must have been one of the very few that knew.
He told me and his good friend Sachi. I think he was that cute little blonde boy that's
Yeah.
always around. I love Sachi. And I'd say that's it. He didn't tell me when he was going to do it. he didn't tell me when, he didn't tell me where. So obviously when he finally did it, because it kind of like left my mind. You know what I mean? This was back 4 months ago. I didn't think about it, and then it happened. So it was exciting.
Yeah.
It's so exciting.
I know.
I can't wait for the wedding.
Oh my God.
All right, sure. I was like, I want one and a plus one. She goes, of course. I was like, I better get a plus one. Even if I'm not dating anyone, I want a plus one.
I'm gonna ask for an invite when she comes on.
100%. Yeah.
I would die. That would be so much fun. And you know she's gonna do it to the nines. Like
Taylor Hasselhoff tweeted AfterBuzz.
she did.
Yes,
What'd
she
she say?
did. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I just cried. I just cried like a baby. How fire is that ring? I can't read clearly. I love that ring.
So beautiful.
Taylor, we love that ring. Thank you for watching.
Taylor, come on.
Yes.
We want to meet you and hang out and.
Oh my God, Mandy Duncan. What's your biggest regret this season? Have you ever been to Oklahoma? If not, I think it's time.
Oklahoma?
Oklahoma. I have been to Oklahoma once, Oklahoma City. I went for my third grade teacher's wedding.
Interesting.
Yeah, she took the whole entire class up. Like
Wait,
we had parents come up.
you told us about that. This was
Yes.
the one where the guy came in and brought her flowers or something?
Yes, when he proposed to her.
Oh, he proposed to her in the class?
I want to say it was in like the schoolyard.
Because you told us that story last week, I think.
No, but then we went to Oklahoma on this big school bus.
Wow.
I think that's where I realized I was gay. Is that what we were talking about? Like third grade. I'm like, yeah.
No, because you said it was a really like romantic.
Oh, it was very
thing.
romantic the way it happened. It was just so pretty. It was so well done. And I remember her dancing with her father.
Oh.
And that was really, really cute. Second question. What's your biggest regret this season? Biggest regret this season. Interesting question. Honestly, I think I've had a very, very good season. My biggest regret last season was that I did not stand up for myself enough. I was very upset that my friends weren't there for me when they should have been. They all knew what I was going through. Yeah. They all knew what I was, dealing with. And the only person that really reached out to me was Roxy and Morgan. Brendan, obviously, because I talk to him all the time. But for some of that, EJ didn't reach out to me. You know what I mean? I had to get my lap band taken out, so you'd assume that would have happened. You know what I mean? Everyone was doing their own things. I might have taken it personally, but I think that they should have been there for me. And I should have said something. Yeah. And I never said anything. I guess I just did. Well, but we're in a much better place now. Yeah, I know, right?
You live and you learn. Because now you will stand up for yourself.
Yes. I love this question. AfterBuzz TV, does anyone not drink? I assume it's in the cast. No. We all drink, and we love to drink, and clearly I love drinking before noon. Yeah. On vacation.
Who doesn't?
I mean, I think at that point, because I got so many tweets last week being like, you drink before noon? Not on like a casual Monday. Yeah. I'm up at I'm up at 5 a.m. So noon at that point is like happy hour for me. Yeah. You know what I mean? But have a mimosa.
Totally.
On vacation.
Well, that's the whole point of vacation. You're not doing anything, so you can enjoy.
Someone tweeted me, could you be my step baby daddy? Yeah.
What does that mean? What's a step baby daddy?
I do not know what that means. But I get a lot of questions. Can you be my daddy? I'm down to be anyone's daddy. I've become the youngest daddy in West Hollywood, actually.
Oh my God.
I'm down for it. Are you getting any questions?
I didn't even look. Yours are too entertaining.
I love my questions. Would love to scoop on Morgan's online bully. What happened that was to her shine now? I can't. What's that word? Impetus? Impetus?
Or sad impetus?
What's an impetus?
Like.
Oh my God, I look so stupid.
Impetus? I think it's like I don't. Like I swear I've heard it before.
That's awesome. My God.
We're both
He's dying right now. He's like, oh, wow. I don't know
Steven,
what happened.
you can help us.
I don't know what happened to Morgan's online bully. But,
the force or energy with which a body moves. The force that makes something happen or happen more quickly. That's what impetus means.
I guess she's becoming more famous. Is that what happened?
Is that what they're asking?
I don't really understand the question. I'm just kind of reading as long as I go. And I saw the word bully, which is a big word right now. So I don't know what happened to him. Was it the guy from last season when that little Asian guy was a little bitch to her?
Maybe.
A little Queenie guy. Yeah, well, I haven't heard from him.
Oh, at the party, right? Yeah.
I haven't heard from him, and her blog's blowing up, so...
Yeah, right?
Cheers to it, honey. Cheers to it. Oh, I love this one. I know you love to go on cruises. We just talked about that. That's so funny. What is your worst experience on a cruise? No air conditioning. That's actually hilarious. Okay. Not to throw anyone under the bus here. I went on a gay cruise with my very good friend Jordan in October. And I love gay cruises. They're fantastic. You make them what you want them to make them. If you want to party all night, you can. If you want to like eat all day, you can. Drink, whatever. They're fantastic. Everyone's super sweet. You get to know a lot of interesting people from around the world. That gay cruise, unfortunately, I don't know what happened with that ship, but I got out of the shower and we were docked in Mexico, left out of LA and went to Mexico. And I'm not even joking. I got out of the shower and like, again, I'm warm all the time. You know what I mean? I was like, Jordan, is it warm in here? And he's like, no, not at all. And I was like, oh fuck, am I getting sick? What's going on? I go out to the hall. I was like, no, it's like the same temperature. Maybe everyone was just hot. No. He takes a shower. He goes, Johnny, I'm dripping sweat. I'm like, okay, so it's not just me. Yeah. The air conditioning broke in Mexico.
Oh my God.
You should have seen the queens in the dining room. There were no windows.
Dying.
Oh my God, we all had our fans out. We all had our fans. We were going. Our triceps have never looked better.
Bad.
Oh my God, it was so hot. But get this. What would you be upset or would you be happy? Because the air conditioning broke, the cruise line, it was Princess Cruises, nice cruise line, gave us each $500 credit.
So
that paid for basically drinks, whatever you charged on your card. What would you be happy with that or would you want more?
$500 for a week? A week of no air conditioning?
It was 4 days of no air conditioning. It's like 4 to 5 days.
I guess if you factor in how many people were on the ship, that seems like a good
I would say that's a pretty good compensation.
Yeah.
I mean, that took a dent out of my drink bill.
Yeah.
That took care of like a day's worth of drinks. Could you imagine?
Yeah.
I was drinking so many pina coladas in that fucking thing. I was like diabetic by the end of it.
Yeah.
Done.
When my little brother and I, when we were young, obviously before we could drink, we loved that we could have the like soda band. Like you put a little wristband on and you go up to the swim up bar like, yeah, can I get a Coke? Can I get another Coke? Can I get, like we thought it was so amazing.
Well,
We just
I had that
drink
band because
soda.
I drink ginger ale. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, can I see your card? No. Thank you.
Yeah.
Or we can cut off.
I think so. We've been talking for a long time.
I could talk to you for hours.
I know.
Well, I could talk. I literally could talk for hours.
Yeah.
I love it.
You can talk by yourself for hours.
No, but you're more entertaining. You're very good to talk to.
Thank you.
Yes.
Well, tell them again where they can find you on social media.
You can find Johnny Drubel at Johnny Drubel on Twitter, Johnny Drubel on Instagram, and Johnny Drubel on Facebook.
Yes.
Yes.
And you can find me on Twitter or Instagram at Tina Cap. Johnny, are you going to be here next week?
I am. I'm hosting my party. I'm not, but I have someone else from the cast will be here.
Really?
I know you have someone lined up. I'm not going to say who, but she's texted me today that she's coming next week. So you guys have it'll be a good guest.
Okay, guys, so you definitely have to stay tuned because although we love Johnny, we'll have somebody new next week to talk about all of the drama that's going to happen. So stay tuned, and Johnny, thanks so much for coming.
Thank you very much for having me.
And we'll see you next week.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.